Is it centered?
What?
Camera.
You're centered.
Oh.
This is how I want to do it.
That's what you did in the last video, babe.
No, I did
Come
not.
up with some new tricks.
About to leave, already packing. Come with me.
Back to my channel. It's your girl Sharia Brooks and my man David. We are back with another video. I know it's been forever, but we are back and we are going to talk about our trip to Tulum, the ins, the outs, the details, everything we wish we would have known prior to going. We're going to share all of our information with you guys on where to stay, what to do if you are a solo traveler, because we met a couple of those, and all things you should know. So if you guys are interested in this video, go ahead and grab a drink. It might be a little lengthy. I'm drinking well, we have a lot of topics to cover, remember?
Do you have your topics?
I do have my topics. Can you grab my phone? Thank you. So I'm drinking on a margarita with 2 shots of tequila in there, the premix. And then he has a cranberry vodka. Don't mind the cups, they're not pretty cups, don't judge. Hey, get in where you fit in, okay?
You gotta tell them what we're drinking?
Yeah.
Okay.
What's the matter with that?
Don't mind the cups.
Don't mind the cups.
All right.
Cheers. Go ahead, baby.
Plane flight.
About to leave, already.
So we did what? Who did we do? American.
Oh, we did American.
American. Not very good airlines, but so you definitely want to bring, I mean, if anyone's familiar with flying at all, you want to bring your own iPad and headphones because you'll be real bored without them. And then
How long was our flight from California?
from California to Texas was like 3 hours. I think it was a total of like 6 hours. 3 hours to Texas, or 4 hours to Texas, and then 2 hours from Texas to Tulum. Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
With the layover and
With
everything?
an hour layover.
Okay.
Yeah. So, but yeah, don't trust that the plane will have entertainment. We took 4 different planes. 1 or 2 had some kind of entertainment.
Yeah.
She ended up watching a movie with no sound and no subtitles. Okay.
Listen.
Lip reading the whole way through.
But this is the thing, like, usually when we go to bed, we'll put on a show, and usually the show is so low because you don't want to stay awake, you know what I mean, and be entertained. You just kind of fall asleep to it anyway, so that was my point. That was my purpose of watching the video without any sound, because I knew I was gonna eventually get tired of the movie and fall asleep, which actually worked. He was awake the entire flight.
All 4 flights. She slept, I was awake all 4 flights.
Yeah, I slept throughout all 4 flights, there and back, and I'm not mad at it.
So.
When we came back from Mexico, first and foremost, going inside the airport, you guys, I don't know if you guys are like this, comment down below, like, girl, I agree, I resonate. If the whole process gives you anxiety, like, it is nuts. We're new travelers, you know, I haven't traveled very much, but I've been on a plane, you know, here and there, and him as well, but like, man, that process is no joke. You have to have your passports, obviously, and to go to Mexico, you need a passport, so just so you guys know.
You don't have to be vaccinated, because we thought you did.
As of right now.
Yeah, as of right now, you didn't. We did not have to be vaccinated.
Masks
but
are required.
to get back into the country, you need a test, a negative test within 48 hours of the flight.
Was it 48 or 24 hours?
48.
Okay.
It was 48 hours. Maybe it was 24 hours.
Yeah, it was the
okay,
day
24
before.
hours. Yeah. So when you're in Mexico, you have to get a COVID test before you get on the plane. When you're going to Mexico, it's no problem. You just hop on, you're good to go. But you just wear a mask. But when you're coming back, you have to have a negative COVID test.
Correct.
And don't worry, there is a million COVID testing sites all over.
Right.
All over the streets of Mexico.
Right.
I mean, there's trailers and they're popping up everywhere. Like
everywhere.
They're trying to, you know.
Yeah, everywhere. So if that's something that you guys are worried about, you would have no issue finding a COVID test. Now, when you're coming back to California or wherever you're coming back from, you do have to fill out like an iFly. It's like iVerify fly or something like that. You have to download the app and do all of this stuff prior. And let me tell you guys, the service for one in Mexico, well, at least where we were at, was horrible. So therefore,
Like at the airport, you're saying?
Yeah, but even like the day before, I tried to download the app and do all of our prerequisites
the phone service. I see what you're saying. Yeah,
when we were in the jungle and I couldn't do it.
Just know that it's going to take you a lot longer than you think it is. If you get from the U.S. to Mexico through the airport within an hour, it's going to take you 3 hours coming back from Mexico to, you know, we were stressing. We had like 15 minutes and we're filling out information.
I know. So we walk in and everyone is just like on their phone. I'm like, what the heck?
Filling out information.
Yeah, so make sure you pay attention to all of the questions because his ass almost got stuck in Mexico.
Yeah, yeah.
But anyways, okay. Now that we covered the flight briefly, if you guys have any more questions in regards to the flight, go ahead and leave them in the comment down below. We're gonna just go ahead and proceed with the rest of the trip. You guys, okay, when we got to Mexico and landed, the humid was unreal. We've never, us Californians, never ever felt a humid of that nature.
And we left California in December, so we're like, you know, it's cold in California. It was, you know, 50 degrees or 40 degrees or something when we left, and we show up in Mexico and it's like 85 degrees with 100% humidity, and you just know that you're gonna have to change real quick as soon as you get off that plane because it's hot.
Super hot.
Yeah, for
definitely.
Sure. It's got my blood boiling.
So to rent a car or to not rent a car, I think that if you are a first traveler to Mexico, or you know, yeah, you should definitely rent a car.
It depends on if you're gonna stay in an all-inclusive hotel or not.
That does play a big part.
We'll get to that a little bit later. So if you're going to an all-inclusive, I would not rent a car in an all-inclusive because they have shuttles in and out of that thing to do whatever you want to. If you want to go do excursions, you want to go to the ocean, you want to do whatever you want, they got shuttles just to take you everywhere. If you're not all-inclusive, you might want to think about renting a car. But that being said,
I mean, although
they burn you on the car rental.
They do burn you on the car rental, but it's like, okay, are you gonna get burned on a car rental because they're gonna overprice you and throw in all these hidden fees that you had no idea that was gonna happen? Or are you gonna get played with the taxi?
We need to talk about the car rental thing because I had no clue, right?
Go for
so
it,
I booked this car rental and I can't remember exactly what it was, but to rent a car for the day is pretty standard, like American pricing, right? Okay, no problem, we rented it for a week, it was okay, you know, we did it, and then I show up and they ask for the insurance on the vehicle. Well, that's where they make their money. It's out of control how much they charge for that. I think my car rental how much was it, like 500 bucks for the week or something, or less than that, like $400 for the week. They wanted to charge me $700 for the insurance.
Yeah.
So it was
that's a total of $1,100.
Yeah, and I'm like, whoa, wait, the insurance is twice as much as the car rental. This doesn't even make sense. And
that's non-refundable, by the way.
Yes, and I argue back and forth with these guys, and of course there's a language barrier the whole time. And finally they lowered it down. But just know, if you think you're renting a car for $500 and you go there to pick it up, you're not. They're gonna want insurance, and you have to have insurance, right? And you want full insurance in Mexico because who knows, these streets are serious.
As to our second point is when you are driving in Mexico, if you rent a car or if you are traveling in a taxi.
Yeah.
So basically, I will touch on the taxi. You could touch on the driving since you were the driver.
Okay.
So basically when we were in Mexico and when you need a ride, so say for instance, you know, we went down, like we took a walk down the street, you know, like miles down just to explore the city. Who doesn't do that? Everyone does that, right? So as you're doing that, if you call a taxi, because there's a million taxis everywhere, you have to be, sorry if my camera's moving, our little English bulldog is like running all throughout the equipment, so bear with us. But anyway, so if you rent a taxi, call a taxi, keep in mind some of the taxis are not really taxis, and we found this out from one of the staff at the hotel that we were staying at.
He did say it was in Mexico City that this was happening more often.
Nonetheless, it's something, yeah. Totally, but it's something good that you guys should know. Like if you rent a, I mean, oh my gosh, like
if you flag down a taxi,
just know it may or may not be a real taxi person, because a lot of them are savvy and they will put on a taxi sticker and a little thing on top of their roof to appear as a taxi and take your ass somewhere in the desert and rob you.
Yes.
So be very mindful on who's picking you up, highly recommend going to the actual station and picking up a taxi there, because those are verified taxi persons.
And there's no Uber or Lyft, just letting you know that right
Yeah.
now. There's no Uber or Lyft because the taxi companies like boycotted the Uber or Lyft.
Boycotting meaning we're killing the Uber and Lyft people.
Drivers, yes.
And we found this out again from
a local, yeah.
Yeah.
And the taxi drivers, not only do they charge a bunch, like way too much.
For sure,
they
like,
are rude and mean, and they're like a gang of taxi drivers. So
totally, it's like,
and you might get a good one. We had some good ones, and then we had some real like rough ones too. We didn't take a taxi.
A-holes.
Yeah, we didn't take a taxi that often. But if we wanted to drink or whatever, or we walked and we wanted, yeah, we got a taxi. But
and like you would be like a mile down the road, but just because where you're staying at, they will assume you're like ballin' and try and charge you. Oh.
He wanted to charge us $20 to drive like literally a mile.
Yeah.
And yeah.
For sure. So
they'll hustle you. I'm just saying that.
If
you let them hustle you, they will hustle you for sure. Yeah. Oh, okay. Driving. Let me just touch on the driving real quick. If you do end up renting a car, just be comfortable behind the wheel. If you're like a sketchy driver, in the U.S. or anything like that, it's a whole nother world out there. There's no rules, okay? There's no stopping and going. It's just like go, 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 go. They will run you off the road if you're not moving fast enough.
Honk at you if it's not a safe turn for you, but they are like in a hurry, they will still honk at you. And like, it was so crazy, you guys, because listen, there was a median in the middle of the freeway. Like if it is like on a regular street, you can like flip a Yui
in the middle of the freeway.
And like these cars are like flying down the highway. And if you guys don't know this about me, but I am petrified of getting in a car accident. Like, seeing how fast these cars were going in Mexico, y'all, I almost had a goddamn heart attack. It was unreal. But
scooters and people just running across the highway and walking and biking. I mean, it's no rules. There's no rules at all.
None.
They just do whatever they want. It really is a different world. And just a heads up, the nearest airport to Tulum is Cancun, and that's like an hour and a half away. Just to let you know that. It's like an hour and a half. And there could be traffic and make it 2 hours.
And good luck trying to find directions. You're gonna get a map. So if you rent a car, make sure they give you a device that has the hotspot with it so you can navigate where you're going. Otherwise, you'll be reading a map like we're in the 90s.
Yeah, he does. We had free service the whole time. AT&T covers Mexico. I don't know about the other phone carriers, but thank God it was free roaming, because we would have been in real trouble without phones, for sure.
For sure.
And do the all-inclusive. Just we wanted to be like in the culture. That's why we rented a car and didn't stay in all-inclusive, because when you stay in all-inclusive, like you're pretty much just staying in a bubble of like Americans or Europeans.
Yeah.
You know, you're not in the culture whatsoever. It's hard to find authentic food and stuff like that because.
So like resort or non-resort?
About to leave.
Yeah.
Definitely non-resort for us, because like he said, we like the culture. We love to mix and mingle with the locals. It's more of a personable experience, and we're just people who love culture of countries. Like
the food, the people, we want to, if we're going there, I want to experience it. I don't want to stay in an all-inclusive resort. You might as well be in LA at that point.
Exactly.
Although if I had kids if we would have took our kids,
yeah,
all-inclusive, because it's so much safer and less to worry about and stuff like that,
Yeah, for sure.
They have like armed guards at the gates of these all-inclusive resorts,
Totally.
About to leave. Already packing. Come with me.
We booked 2 hotels, so yeah, let's talk about that. Let's talk about the jungle and the
so if you guys are trying to decipher on where you want to stay, if you want to like experience the jungle vibes, if you want to experience the beach, or if you want to the town, and mix and mingle with the locals. Here's our advice on that. So basically, guys, we stayed 3 days. Like, listen, if you guys want that experience, definitely stay on the beach, because I'll insert some clips here, but if you guys adore like that customer service and that more personable experience and not too much of a crowd, we are earth signs, so we don't like the crazy party. We're like old folks in a way, with the lavish vibe. which I'm not mad at because I respect and support the entrepreneurs. You would get a lot of people 24/7 coming up to you, you know, to sell like jewelry, clothing, food, just anything, which I understand. But nonetheless, if you're at one of these resort, like one of these like luxury beach hotels, literally the staff will stand there with you and like make sure you're good, make sure they're not trying to hustle you, like they will have your back.
So there's pretty much, if you, all-inclusive hotels, okay, I'll just get these out the way. There's a highway, the beach is on this side of the highway, the jungle's on this side of the highway. All-inclusive hotels, you either stay on the jungle side or you stay on the beach side. You're not in the jungle though, because it's like a little town off the side of the, these places are incredible. There's these giant entrances with giant gates. They're just unbelievable, you know, you've never seen anything like it. And they're just these amazing hotels, and then a shack right next to it, and then the amazing hotel, it's pretty crazy. Okay, so if you don't do an all-inclusive resort, you have three choices. You could either do the town, the beach, or the jungle, right?
Yes, we did the beach and the jungle, guys.
And I wouldn't even advise the town, to be honest. They're a lot cheaper. You could stay in a hotel for real cheap in town, but the town is dicey, okay?
Sketchy, y'all. It's sketchy, y'all.
It really is. I mean, you'd be going down some little alleyway to your hotel, and maybe the hotel's nice, but it is just there's, you know, it's the city in there, you know.
For sure. But if you are like into like, you know, like if you're probably a younger crowd, like if you're in your early 20s, you know what I mean, then, and if you're on a budget, maybe the town is the way to go. Nonetheless, you know, like we're, you know, I'm approaching my 30s and
we don't need the town.
We don't need the town.
It's hot too. The temperature difference between the beach, the town, and the jungle. I mean, the beach is cool. You get that breeze. As soon as you get off that beach, it gets hot. The town is hot. The jungle is even hotter. It's so humid.
But what to expect when you're staying on the beach. So here's the thing. Here's the tea. So you're at one beach hotel, and then you can like walk literally on the sand and go to like a breakfast at another hotel. It's about to end. And walk along the sand and like go to like another hotel and like enjoy like the party there or like the food there. Like there are like maybe 20 different hotels on one strip that you have access to like go.
Miles of amazing hotels. It really is.
For sure.
And it is amazing. Like the top of the line, world class, the stuff you see on movies. Tulum is absolutely incredible. The beaches of Tulum, yeah, I mean, I haven't traveled that much, but I mean, I don't see how it can get much better.
Right, and we actually met some like, remember the couple with the dog? We met some travelers who actually like been to the different countries and who travel
Caribbean
frequently.
islands, and yeah.
They said Tulum is everything. It's the best.
Yeah. So Cancun, we stayed in the hotel, which is on the strip, and the strip is like literally like a dirt sandy road, right? It's not like the Vegas strip or nothing, and it just has these absolutely incredible hotels, just bing bing, next one, next one, next one. They all have incredible like bars and incredible you know, restaurants.
Yes, and that's another good way to meet like other people and other couples and stuff like that. If you're staying on the beach, like literally as you're walking on the sand from your room, you can like turn right and go literally on the sand to another hotel and like walk up to their little thing and enjoy your breakfast, your lunch, your dinner. You're
not stuck at that one all-inclusive. You're stuck in the all-inclusive. You know, when you're doing the hotels like on the strip of Tulum, I wish I knew the name of the road, but when you're on, you could just go from hotel to hotel to hotel, and they're all, I mean, they're all incredible. They really are. We stayed at, our hotel was called Cancun.
Yes.
And we loved it. It was actually kind of at the end of the strip, you know, and so it was like the beginning of the strip, I guess it was.
Yes.
And then at the other side of the strip was what Pablo Escobar's like mansion that he lived at, and you can visit that also. We did not. I wish we would have, but you can also visit that. And I mean, it is just one amazing hotel after another, after another, after another. It's incredible.
So
it really is.
Totally. So on the other side of the beach, so here goes the beach. The hotels are literally right here that connects you and the beach, you and the beach. And then on this side, literally like
shops.
Yeah, shops, shopping centers. So everything, like you don't even need to leave your hotel site or book a car or anything like that.
You really don't.
Yeah, no, like you can literally just hit up all these different restaurants and like, you know, enjoy the day. There's even the popular, what was that hotel that we had went to go get drinks at?
Taboo.
Like
They're all right there. I mean, if you look up like popular places to party in Tulum, although there wasn't much of a nightlife where we were at that time, at least.
Because there's certain time and days you have to go to these hotels.
Like one club will
party.
be popping on a Friday night, and then the next club will be like a Saturday,
right next door.
Saturday day. You know, you have to know which one to go to, because we're walking, you know, 8 o'clock on a Friday night and 9 o'clock on a Friday night.
We were walking on the beach, you guys, looking for a party.
Yeah.
And literally, there was nothing going on.
Yeah.
And we're like, what is going on? Like, where's all the people? Like, nobody was on the beach. It was just David and I walking on the beach, like, looking for, like, because throughout the day, you hear all the music and stuff. You see people out there partying, massages getting done and stuff like that. So it's like, okay, nightlife must be lit, right? No.
Yeah. It's mostly, I feel like where we were is mostly day parties. Like, it was mostly day parties on
day
that
clubs.
little strip. Yeah, for sure. And then I think they were saying, like, more of the nightlife goes on in town.
Yes.
And we didn't do that, but yeah, from what we could tell, it was kind of hard to find a party.
Listen, when it comes to the shopping, though, they will have the same dress on the strip.
Yeah, that's true.
And that is like $60. Like, I wanted a cute fedora and like all these cute little accessories and hats and dresses. You guys, $60 on the hotel. I mean, by the
Probably
hotels.
even worse quality stuff too. It really
For sure.
Was, yeah.
But when you go in town,
like in the town, you know,
it's so much cheaper, and that's something that you'll find frequently. So don't get suckered into shopping just on the strip unless you got that coin.
Yes.
You know what I mean? And you just like to throw away money, because you can find the same exact outfit in town
like a couple miles
for like
down the
a
road.
quarter of the price.
Yeah. And that being said, bargain with these people. If
Yes.
you're shopping, bargain. If they say $20, they will take 10 at the, you know, you don't want to pay 10 at the most. Like, you can get it for 7 or less. Don't give up on bargaining. They're tough. They're professionals at this. Just be firm and be stiff with it and be like, okay, you want 20? I'll start at 5. I'll give you $5 for it. And then you can level out at 7, 10, $12, something like that.
Because no, that same shop that you're at in town will have the same exact
For
hammock,
sure, yes.
same exact dream catcher, same exact dress. A couple stores down or right next
Yes,
door
yeah. For
that
cheaper,
you can bargain
yeah.
with.
Touch on the money situation.
Money exchange, y'all.
Yeah, the money exchange.
About to leave, already packing. Come with me.
Okay, so once again, there's like no rules to this money exchange. $1 is, I mean, from what I could tell, $1, one American dollar is worth 17 to 20 pesos, and each store sets their own exchange rate.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy. So one store, $1 is worth 20 pesos, and then the next store, it's worth 16 pesos.
Yep.
It doesn't really make any sense, okay? So just have your calculator with you, because they'll hustle you real quick. They'll say, 400 pesos, and you'll think, you're trying to do math so fast. Just take your time, type it in, make sure you're not getting hosed, because I'm not familiar with pesos and stuff. So, and also ATMs, if you want American dollars. If you want American dollars, ATMs, they're going to charge you a ton extra. I think I tried to pull out like $200 or something one time, and they wanted to charge me $30 just to pull out American,
Come prepared.
Take a few $100s in your pocket. You don't want to take too much, because what if you lose your wallet or
you get robbed
or whatever it is, if you take $1,000 and someone, robs you, you'd be real bummed, or you lose your wallet or whatever it is. Driving around, just two Americans driving around, they could have pulled us over at any time and took our cash.
For sure.
So
that's something to be mindful of, though. Like, don't go to Tulum or Mexico being all flashy and like chains, diamonds, like like tripod equipment, all that. Like, look as basic and as normal as possible. You know what I'm saying?
You're gonna want to anyways, because all that extra stuff is hot. Okay. You want to wear linen clothes, linen shorts, cotton.
Tell it, baby.
You want to wear as little as possible, all right?
As you guys will see in my previous videos, sis, wear little as possible, because it is so hot. And even in like my bikini and cover-ups, I was still sweating.
Yes, yeah.
Still sweating.
It's so humid there. It's incredible. I mean, also makeup. Just know you're not gonna wear a ton of makeup there because it'll melt in seconds.
Oh yeah, and when we arrived in the previous video, and I'll put it in the cards here so you guys can check out that video if you guys are interested in watching that. But in that video, I only wore makeup, I think 2 days. I tried to do it twice throughout the entire week we were there. And after the second day, I just came to the realization, like, you know what? This is not gonna work. The second I put my makeup on, the humid just said, no ma'am. No ma'am.
But I mean, the humidity keeps you so healthy. Your skin is so healthy.
I was glowing, okay? And so, see, he got his nice little golden tan on, and I was like, my skin has never felt, like, I don't know if you guys can see it in this video, but like my skin right now is peeling because we're back in Cali and it's dry January right now. So my skin is peeling, but there, like, my skin was so supple, it was plush, like, my face even looks better without makeup on.
Yeah, it was, you know, just know the weather is a different world.
For sure. So now that you guys got the gist of
Cancun is absolutely incredible. Sorry to interrupt.
it's okay, baby. And much love to the staff at Cancun Hotel, you guys. It was incredible. The staff was amazing. The dog on the beach was adorable, and I'm afraid of big dogs, but that dog was the sweetest. So if you guys see the black dog, I'll insert a picture right here. Please say hello.
Awesome.
She's amazing. She's so sweet and she's beautiful. So don't get afraid of her. She's precious.
She's like the owner's dog. So as you're like hanging out on the beach, there's
like having your meal.
It's a cane corso. She's a cane corso, and you're just eating your meal, and she just kind of puts around. She doesn't mess with anybody or do anything. She's a beach bum, just like the rest of the people there. Yeah. Cancun Hotel. Cancun Hotel, right? Absolutely incredible. I mean, you're sitting in cabanas with white sand and, you know, 75-degree water and incredible weather.
Oh yeah, the weather too.
The weather's crazy. Oh, the weather in Mexico is,
it's crazy, you guys. So like 1 minute it'll be like sunny skies, you're laying out on the beach drinking your, you know, your tequila or whatever. So all the things that you get staying on the beach, you get a restaurant literally steps away from your room. You get a bar steps away from your room.
With swings. They got like swings at the bar and stuff.
Yes.
It's like
you get a pool. You get the beach view. So it's like you can't lose. And then as soon as you walk straight out of your hotel, there goes another restaurant, and then there goes shopping. So it's like, it's a win-win.
Yeah.
So if we ever go back to Tulum, which we definitely are, like that is our new place, we are definitely staying on the beach for 7 days. We're not cutting it up from beach to jungle, and just in a moment you'll find out why we will not be staying in the jungle anymore. I
looked up, I found the nicest jungle hotel I could possibly find. You know,
hot, baby, you're getting red.
No hot.
No hot.
In the jungle. It was probably like 30 minutes or something from our beach spot. You drive through town, you drive down the highway a minute, and then you
biggest mistake ever.
Oh baby, come on. It wasn't that bad. Okay, it was actually very
run that
cool.
back.
Minus one issue, okay? So we you know.
Okay. So after the 3 days, we were pampered and freaking spoiled on the beach, okay? Like waited on hand and foot, amazing service, no like major issues with bugs and mosquitoes and stuff like that. Like we didn't get the gist of what it's like staying in another country until we went to the jungle.
And when I say jungle, it is jungle. I mean, there's like jaguar signs and like monkey signs. We're just driving through the jungle on a straight road, dirt road, for a couple miles into the jungle. And I'm like, oh gosh, all I'm seeing is like, you know, sketchy looking places, okay? Like sketchy places. And we pull up and there's a hotel there. And it's beautiful.
Gorgeous.
I don't know if, should we say the name? Maybe we won't say the name.
Yeah.
So,
I'll just try to insert a clip in this video or a picture so you guys can get the vibe on the hotel that we stayed at.
Yeah.
Absolutely incredible. Like, it's like a little oasis, just gorgeous.
It was super hippie style. Like, it was
totally.
Yeah, I mean, there wasn't even windows. They were like screens, and we had like a bug net over our bed and stuff. Like,
I don't even know why they put their those.
Oh, come on, baby, come on.
Okay.
So we pull up. It's beautiful. Like, everyone's walking around with like no shoes and like long dresses on. They're just like super hippie. The whole hotel runs on solar, which is somewhat of an issue.
Oh, more than somewhat of an issue.
If you use too much power, if you use too much power, you'll run out in the middle of the night.
So good luck having your phone charged, sis.
Or
having
your fan on, because the jungle
at the
is
same
hot.
time.
Yeah, the jungle is so hot.
Oh my god.
Okay. Annoying
I'm
dog
sorry.
voice. Okay.
I get so sucked in because that's my baby. The bugs inside of the jungle. This is why I would never, ever stay in a jungle ever again. Because listen, again, we're from Cali and he gets bit in like wintertime when like the mosquitoes come out, and I'm just like, oh, I'm sorry about your luck. You know what I mean? You got bit. I never get bit. But when I was in Mexico, I got bit.
You got tore up.
I got tore up, you guys. And that was some type of bites I've never experienced in my life. I got bit all over my legs and my feet. I got some random black beetle bites on my shoulders, like bumps, you know, that itched. Like eventually, like at first they weren't itching. Like even with the nets and everything, you will still get tore up. So please.
No matter where you go, bring your bug spray, and don't think you're getting that all natural stuff. You need DEET.
I'm sorry.
You need the DEET, as much DEET as you can get, because these bugs are
next level
bugs. Okay, if our ants are this little teeny cute thing, these are like freaking big giant
like
ants,
quarter-sized ants, you guys.
Yes.
In our private pool when we were staying in the jungle, there was a scorpion in there. There was ants inside
all
there.
The way around.
There were these little black beetles with wings flying all around out there. We couldn't even enjoy and get in the pool.
Okay, the spiders. So
I'll insert a clip of the picture of the spider
and it doesn't even do it justice.
That was inside of our canopy.
Okay, in 3 days there, I probably killed at least 10 spiders in our room.
And they're not baby spiders, by the way.
I'm not talking no little, you know, American spiders. These are like
damn near tarantulas.
Big, giant spiders. And I'm not like a total bitch when it comes to bugs and stuff like that.
But yo, when you get in your freaking bed and you like about to take out your canopy and get your net all around you and you see a freaking tarantula right there, how are you gonna respond? Respond in the comments. Please let us know.
I was taking a shower, one pew runs straight between my feet. You know, it's really
crazy.
Screwed. Really
totally.
is.
As soon as I got out the shower, I was putting on mosquito repellent like layers in the car, layers, and I still got tore up, you guys.
She's sleeping in like long sleeves and sweats, and it's like 80 degrees with 100% humidity all night long, and she's in the sheets, long sleeves
with leggings on, a cover up, long sleeves. You know, I got my bonnet on, like I was ready to, you know, win against these mosquitoes, but no, I lost. Like, if you don't mind the bugs and you think you don't mind them because you don't got bugs like they have the bugs, okay?
Yeah.
Shit, they probably even have bed bugs for all I know.
Wait, what was your favorite excursion that we did?
Okay, so
we did a few excursions. There's so many more to do. We did, you know, we did a handful of them, as many as we could in our time there. For
sure. I would want to say, I think my favorite excursion was definitely the luxury boat cruise.
Luxury boat cruise was incredible. It was awesome.
So basically, what you guys gotta do, if you want like the luxury vibes, just know there will be other couples and people on this cruise with you.
Like what, 10 other people maybe? Like, yeah, like maybe a little more. 12 other people. Luxury yacht is what it was sold as, you know.
And it legit was like a mini yacht.
Yeah.
So it's a 4-hour cruise and it was impeccable. Like the service was amazing. The guys like hosting. Open bar.
Food.
Free food. You can do snorkeling or either stay on the boat and like enjoy your time. So listen, y'all. I thought I was gonna join him and go on snorkeling. I'm like, listen, let me just be an adventure bug.
Favorite part of it. I mean, you know, my favorite part of the entire trip was sitting on the beach at the hotel with drinks. That was my favorite part. Just like, that was the best for me. But
yeah, I think my favorite part, definitely like I mentioned, was going on the luxury boat tour, because there's not every time for when you get to stay on a yacht with a photographer.
oh yeah, there was a photographer.
With bottomless drinks and lunch being served to you as well, and like the service was incredible. You know what I mean? Like there's nothing like that, but nonetheless the beach was amazing. We also went to cenotes. We did, and we'll touch on cenotes, the Mayan Tour.
Right now, in Tulum, there's the Tulum ruins. They're really cool, actually. I mean, the ruins from the Mayan people, like way back in the day.
Cut it out.
The ruins are right on the beach. I mean, like cliffs. There's not a beach there, but it's cliffs right on the ocean. It's a walk to get to them. It's probably like, I don't know, half a mile, maybe a mile. It's probably a mile walk, really.
So when you park your car to get out to go, start walking, it's gonna be a journey.
Yeah, there's no parking close. It's like a mile walk, and you have to pay for parking. So.
And then be mindful of all these little stands as you're walking to actually go and do the tour, because there's gonna be people trying to sell you all these random tickets.
Yeah.
For sure. When they'll tell you like, oh, good luck getting a ticket at the front, you'll get a ticket at the front.
I told you don't trust that guy.
I know, and I'm glad that I listened to you.
Yeah. Have a little travel backpack the whole time.
Wear a hat, honey, and bring sunscreen.
Yeah.
Because all the different like ceremony spots where they actually did their thing, they are like so far apart, so you're walking to all these different locations, and it's hot. You're walking upstairs, like in the stairs, like the pavement is crazy. Okay, the cenotes.
Cenotes. Once again, if you're on the Yucatan Peninsula, Cancun, Mexico, or Cancun, Tulum, Playa del Carmen, all those, they have cenotes there, and they don't have cenotes like that anywhere else in the world. So
be very mindful of the cenote that you go to, though, because some are just like random, like
hole in the ground.
That's exactly what I was gonna say. Or you can find like cenotes where they actually have other things to do, like zip lining, and what else do they have? Like more like, they're like amusement parks, you know, like Six Flags for us Americans in California is like a legitimate Six Flags, but you get to swim in 4 different caves. If you do like a private tour, we would definitely recommend.
Where did we went to cenote, and just for anyone that doesn't know, cenotes are rivers that run underground. So they're like fresh, beautiful, like kind of chilly water, which is nice because it's hot, and it's just clear and awesome, and you're in the middle of the jungle, and then all of a sudden there's just a hole in the ground with like beautiful water in it, and you can swim under the caves. And she was swimming in these ones. She went swimming under the cave. We did the boat tour. We got massages on the beach.
Incredible.
Yeah,
definitely.
That was at our hotel, right?
Yes. But the thing is, like, there will be, if you guys do take like a little stroll on the beach, there will be multiple people like, oh, get a massage, facial massage, blah, blah, blah. Don't agree to one yet.
The first one. Definitely don't agree to the first one, because
we
a better one will be right there.
Yeah, for sure. No, it's okay with me. We ended up getting the massage from our hotel on the beach. Just the back massage, but we could have gotten a facial and a massage for a little cheaper at another hotel on the beach. So just be mindful, like don't agree to just one. Do your research and then come back, because they're gonna still be there.
They will be there.
So our next topic of discussion will be food.
About to leave, already packing. Come with me, I'm not really at.
So I know before you guys go to Tulum, you're looking up best places to eat, we are huge into street food because we watch all of these Netflix shows on street food. We're absolutely obsessed with it, so that's what we wanted. We like to get the authentic stuff, not the like prettiest, but authentic. For
sure. Once again, the culture. We want to be, and food is, half of what culture is, right?
Totally.
So once again, if you're in all-inclusive resorts, you're not stuck to the restaurants that are in the all-inclusive resort. You can go out if you get a taxi or whatever. And we don't know what they serve in the all-inclusive restaurants as for food. We just know based off of our experience. It's probably great food.
Right, for sure. Right, but listen, if you go to Alu.
Okay, Alu is like, tell them what it is.
So Alu is a very it's a cave restaurant. It's very popular. I got inspired to go there because I watched Amreezy's Tulum trip, and she went there and it looked great. But the truth be told behind Ulu is it's a beautiful place to photograph, take pictures, you know.
You're eating dinner in a cave, like, explain it to them. I mean,
go ahead.
You're in Playa del Carmen, and it's like the hood, really. You're in the hood.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden there's like this little shack that says Ulu, which is like nice and everything. You walk into it and you just start walking downstairs, and you're underground, under like the block that you're in, and there's like this beautiful restaurant in there.
Gorgeous.
But
you make sure if you guys do go, after I tell you guys the truth about this, about our experience.
well, some people might be into fine dining and stuff like that. You know?
I know, but yeah.
If
yeah,
you're
that's
into
true.
paying $100 for a steak that's this big, it's the spot for you, okay? Like,
Yeah.
you know those places where you go spend $100 a plate and it's like, what the heck is this? It's like 2 bites for a plate, you know?
And you have to go like find a McDonald's afterwards
'Cause
and like
you're still
really get
hungry,
full because
yeah.
you're still hungry. You just did it because it's a popular place to go and like it looks dope, but nonetheless, save your coins if you decide to go to Ulu. Like if you go, you know, step in, snap your
You can do that
pictures,
too.
and
A lot of people were doing that. They weren't even eating there. They'd go into the restaurant, get some pictures, and then go on out. Okay, so yeah, if you want to do like really nice fancy restaurants that you see on Instagram and all that stuff, I mean, they're awesome and they're cool.
for photo sakes, but in regards to actually enjoying the food and the authenticity and just the, you know, like the raw, like not necessarily raw, but just like the authentic food.
Yes.
Definitely go to like the hole in the wall restaurant.
Taco
like,
shacks and stuff. The ceviche, the tacos. Don't think you're gonna get a burrito, but all that stuff. We ate chilaquiles every single morning.
Chilaquiles is the breakfast
Yeah.
of my life. Like that breakfast was so amazing. It'll be on every restaurant breakfast, pretty much.
Mm-hmm.
And it's basically like tortilla chips or either fried tortillas with chicken or egg. Get the chicken, sis.
Get the egg and chicken.
You can get red or green, and green is the absolute best. Amazing. It's so good. We came home trying to like make the recipe, and I've made it probably like 4 times at this point, and we absolutely love it.
We ate it this morning.
Yes, and yesterday.
And yesterday morning. We've
And
eaten a lot.
Delicious. Like I'm so happy to at least find something that I enjoy and bring it home and like, you know, make it ours. That's ultimately the goal, to bring some of the culture home and, you know, just be a part of it.
Eat in the hole in the wall taco shacks. I mean, you can get we got
torta.
6 tacos, a torta, and 2 bottled Coca-Colas for $7, okay? And then you go to what's the name of Azul or whatever? Ulu, yeah. And you spend you know, $200 and get no food at all. So
Right, like
if you're
after we left Azul, sorry to cut you off, baby.
It's okay.
After we left Ulu, we literally was trying to find another hole in the wall place to eat after it, and like there was like a group of like sisters going in, like taking their pictures, ready to go. And I like, as we were leaving, I'm like, sis, save your coins, because also not only is the food trash, the service is trash.
That might have just been our experience though, but the service was terrible that
I don't know if our waiter was having a bad night. The service was horrible. And I'm like, if you guys are super popular and we're spending our money here, like I expect the service to be bomb. Because mind you, we had amazing service on the beach. So if this restaurant is super popular and like, you know, like the top influencers are going, you would think it would be amazing, but no. Go 2 stores down and go to the little man who's cooking literally at his fryer inside of the place.
Yes.
It doesn't look pretty, but support the locals. His food is amazing.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
And that's where you need to be spending your coins.
Yes, yeah. Like this. Everyone has their own budget, right? Just
For sure.
save your money. You're only going to Tulum, maybe once in your lifetime. Save your money up and do what you're gonna enjoy. If you cheap out on it, you will regret it. I can promise you that, because the difference between, you know, $400, $500 a night to $200 a night is
Significant.
Huge difference. You know,
Significant.
you go from the most amazing place in the world to like a shack. You know, it's a big difference. Okay?
For sure.
So stay on the beach for one.
Rent a car for 2,
Rent a
especially
car.
if you're new.
And if you're not doing all inclusive, rent a car. Yeah.
Bring at least, let's just give them like an overall budget of money to bring for like food, shopping.
It depends on how long you're there. I mean, if you're there a week, you might want
at least $500 cash.
More.
Okay.
Yeah, maybe 1,000 or 1,200, I think.
Cash?
Not cash, but I'm just
I'm
saying.
saying cash.
Oh, yeah.
So like like if they take our recommendation,
Yeah.
how much do you think cash they'll actually need?
I would say even less. I would say maybe $300 cash in your pocket. Like that'll get you through any day for sure, easily. Yeah.
So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you guys got as much information on what you should do, where you should eat, where you should stay, XYZ, prior to going to Tulum. If you guys got information that you haven't gotten anywhere else, please leave it down below in the comments. If you guys enjoyed the authenticity and the realness of this video, please also go ahead and leave us a like and a subscribe. And if we should make our own YouTube channel together, go ahead and let us know in the comments. That's something that's definitely on the radar. So if you guys would actually tune in and subscribe and support, do let us know, and I'd be more than happy to go ahead and get that going. Otherwise, I thank you guys so much for watching this video. Have a great holiday. Happy 2022. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye, guys.